We were not well customer reviewed. There had been a previous leadership and there was a lot of challenges with that. We are now an A+ on BBB. We're 4.7 on Trustpilot. Our call center rates at a 4.6 out of 5. And we've won 2 awards in the last year, one through USA Today for Best Online Store. We won USA Today Best Customer Service. We've won Newsweek 5 years in a row now, Best Online Website. And so these aren't awards that we are going out and signing up for. These are awards where they are finding us. And we're small. So it might go Chewy, Amazon, and then, we might be in the top 20 out of 200 companies that they've recognized. We're in the top 10 or the top 20 for our service and overall business. And that's a big deal because we're small. We're not that big, right? And that's kind of thrilling.
Hello, my name is Mitch Starr. I'm the CEO and founder of Zinn Marketing Inc. Zinn Marketing Inc. has been a marketing agency helping e-commerce stores thrive and prosper. We've been doing it for 18 and a half years, so we're pretty good at it. I'd like to introduce you today to Kendra Reichmann. Jeez. Hi, Kendra. Thanks very much for joining us today.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, thanks. No problem. Really, for context, we're going to ask some questions and talk a bit about marketing and about entrepreneurship. But just for context, kind of put us into a frame of mind about your business, where you guys are at, the core thing you do.
So we are a omni-channel B2C business. We sell closeouts and end-of-season products at a value. We have an older customer who mostly likes to call us on the phone, but we also sell online, and believe it or not, we still accept mail orders. So we're basically an old school catalog company that is migrating into this century.
So is it an older business then?
Yeah, it's been around for over 40 years.
Cool. So I've interviewed a couple of businesses that have gone through that process. What's it been like for you, kind of discovering the online quirks of that world, as it were?
I think when I first got here, it was definitely an adjustment. I had never really run a catalog business before, per se. And I definitely hadn't dealt with such an older demographic. I think I've learned to lean into what we do and realize that we actually have a very loyal customer. And our secret sauce is really patience, kindness, and treating them really with respect. And so our customer tends to shop with us very frequently and is very loyal. And I think from a marketing perspective, which is what this show really focuses in on, is if you can find these little white spaces of opportunity to do things that others don't, it can really lend yourself to really finding a little customer segment that other people don't really pay attention to, right? I mean, we're almost like the anti-Amazon. You can call us 7 days a week and we will answer the phone and we will help you. And we pick products that we test and ensure that it's the best quality for the value versus maybe an Amazon where there's hundreds of items that you have to scroll through and figure out what you want. We are your selected editor, and then we help you buy it and reassure you that you're getting what you want.
So that opens up a whole bunch of questions. Let's talk about let's talk about the demographic first. How did you sort of settle on your catalog demographic?
So
and how narrow is it?
I would say I inherited that, right? I wouldn't say that I picked it. It's what it was when I first got here. We have gone a little bit younger. We always test new groups. to see if we can go a little bit younger. And in our case, we were more male when I first arrived, and we've definitely expanded and appealed to more females in the last 4.5 years. As we know, women spend more, they shop more, and they influence more. So we have slowly evolved some of our product assortment to be, I would say, more female friendly. But there's something about an older customer, I think, as they get older, even if they were savvy with technology, I think they just start to have more questions. And they really like to know that they can call someone on the phone and that person will help them. Even my 80-year-old mother, who is quite tech savvy, and she does a lot of online shopping. She has her groceries delivered via Amazon. I don't know how she's done it, but she actually has a phone number. She knows who to call at Amazon when there's a problem. But it wouldn't work if she hadn't figured out that phone number on who to get a hold of when something goes wrong. So I do think you change as you get older. Even I see myself changing a little bit. And sometimes I do just want to talk to someone because the bot isn't answering, the live chat isn't getting to the core of my problem as quickly as I would like. At least not today.
So is it difficult to follow your customer set around, or is it pretty stable as you just follow it?
It's pretty
stable.
Yeah.
So then, in your business, then lifetime value of customer would make a difference. Would be a big metric.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a big metric for us. Yeah, and we're continuing to fine tune it and learn more about it. But we also, as we sell products, we also have a membership program which gives you different discounts and shipping discounts, and that also really, from a response rate point of view, on the catalog, which is how you look at how, when you send out the catalog, how many people respond. I think our response rate on the membership is between a 5.5% and 6% every month, which is kind of unheard of in terms of to have that higher response. And so we know that when we answer the phone, we treat them with kindness, and then we, as we're closing, we offer the membership and the discounts that go with it. We know that when they decide to take on a membership, their behavior really changes and they really stick with us for much longer and more frequently.
Yeah. So you still have a catalog then?
Oh yeah. Every month we put out a 68-page catalog.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you do then for new
customer? I mean, I can also tell on the catalog side, we get orders from catalogs that are at least 6 months old. So we know that they keep them. We know that they go through them. I mean, we've interviewed our customers. They view them as entertainment. They receive them in the mail. They sit down. They go through every page. They earmark the pages. They give us a call. And then sometimes they save them, or many times they save them. And then they go back and sometimes they reorder from the older catalogs.
Yeah. It's like the old Sears catalogs around Christmas time.
A little bit, but not as thick. I don't think you could afford to ship it anymore, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So if you're the anti-Amazon, then do you have competition that you keep your eyes on, or are you kind of alone in your space?
I think there are some other old school catalogs. We keep our eye on them. I think the difference is they sway very female, and we really do provide a male-esque assortment as well. And so we still skew technically more male than our competitors. But there's not a lot of competitors. I think while we're small, we're so much smaller than Amazon, but really Amazon or Walmart would really be our competitors because we sell such a wide variety of general merchandise. I mean, we sell everything from light bulbs to batteries to generators to bras and underpants and candy. And, there's a very broad assortment.
Yeah. So how do you go about curating your product line?
So we have a team of buyers that are constantly every day looking for deals. And then we actually have a buy meeting every day at 2:30 where the buyers come together along with the catalog and digital merchants. And we have a kind of a contribution margin analysis that we run for every product. How many units would we have to sell at what margin, at what retail, what's the shipping, to make sure that we can provide the right value, but also make enough money to, stay in business. And then the catalog merchant is kind of merchandising the catalog as we're buying to make sure that we can do a lot of storytelling within the book. So everything has, by the time we get to the end, we know we're at pretty much where most of the products are going to go.
Yeah.
And then
do
we have
you
a wish list, like we have assortments. So the buyers get a wish list from from the merchant saying, hey, these are the types of products I want in February. In March, I want some Easter products, or I want, we're moving into spring. So we need grass seed, or we need, shovels, or, bug zappers. We're moving into summer, things like that.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious about the business of keeping track of your inventory relative to the new stuff you find.
Yeah.
So you don't end up with an endlessly growing.
Isn't that amazing? We turn 9.5 times a year. We reorder every week. And we turn it and burn it.
Yeah, that is excellent.
We clear, we're less than 5% clearance, and we're on it like crazy. We run an open to buy meeting every month, and we go through it. So we know what percent is clearance, how we're turning by category, and we just move it through.
The open to buy meeting, is that something that was created as a result of a problem, or has it always been there, or how did that come to be?
It was not there when I joined. Let's put it that way. I mean, to me, it's like a checkbook, right? Like, what do I have? What am I spending? What do I have left to spend? And what am I moving through? I mean, I don't know how you run a business without managing inventory is cash, right? It's your biggest expense aside from payroll. So you have to manage, you have to understand. To me, it's like any business. You have to understand that your levers of your business, right? Your sales channels, your levers, and you have to understand your data. And you have to understand how that works. And then really, how do you make money? And if you don't understand how you really make money, you won't make it. And that takes, discipline in understanding your economics.
Yeah. I'd like to talk a little bit about customer acquisition. How do you go about that process?
Well, we do it a couple different ways. We work with a couple of kind of big data companies that provide with what we call a renters list. So we go through and we identify the type of customers that we want to go after, kind of lookalikes to who's buying from us. And then we commit to a certain amount of names every month that we get from someone. We pay for those names. And then if they buy, we pay them for that name, right? We don't pay if they don't buy, but we pay them if they buy. And then we also take those names and we put them into Google. And then we do, a traditional Google paid or Meta kind of thing. So we're doing it both on the digital side and on the catalog side.
Yeah. Was that a difficult process to crack, or
that's taken us
metrics?
I think on the catalog side, no. We have a gentleman that's worked for us for a long time who's kind of an old school catalog guy. It took us a little while to figure out how to take the names and then put them back into Google because it kept changing. But now we've got a young kid, so I'm really about making sure I've got an old dog and a new puppy. I think it's important to have both people on the team, right? You need that wisdom, you need the experience, but then we also need some young people that really look at technology and especially AI with such ease that they might not always understand what they're doing, but they know what to do. And so you just have to kind of put everyone together and kind of lean on everyone for what they're good at.
Yeah. I'd say the same thing is we're seeing exactly the same thing on the advertising marketing side. You need people skilled at the old school direct response marketing who knows what that is, what the levers are. And then new people that can press the buttons and not worry about breaking anything and not break anything.
Right. But you need both, right?
You need both. Yeah, I think so. That's true. Wow, it's just a fascinating business. So, is it your intention to keep it the same as long as possible, or how do you watch?
We're always looking to grow. We all know that postage costs keep going up. We know that the U.S. mail is sadly becoming less and less reliable. Paper costs keep going up. But so is Google, right? Google paid is customer acquisition cost is crazy. So, we're continuing to test and try new segments, new product categories. I don't always believe, we have to grow with margin. We're not going to grow to grow, right? We got to make sure we're really maintaining the bottom line. So I think we're growing thoughtfully. And for me, it's not just about new names. It's about making sure that the customer that bought from us comes back. So we spend a lot of time making sure that our customers are happy and they're rating us well. So when I first got to Heartland, we were not well customer reviewed. There had been a previous leadership and there was a lot of challenges with that. We are now an A+ on BBB. We're 4.7 on Trustpilot. Our call center rates at a 4.6 out of 5. So service matters. And we've won 2 awards in the last year, one through USA Today for Best Online Store. We won USA Today Best Customer Service. We've won Newsweek 5 years in a row now, Best Online Website. And so these aren't awards that we are going out and signing up for. These are awards where they are finding us. And we're small, right? So it might go Chewy, Amazon, and then, we might be in the top 20 out of 200 companies that they've recognized. We're in the top 10 or the top 20 for our service and overall business. And that's a big deal because we're small. We're not that big, right? And that's kind of thrilling. The USA Today for Best Store just was announced today. So I'm kind of in a good mood.
Oh, wow. So talk about that a little bit more, because I shouldn't say everybody, many businesses don't think reviews are all that important.
Oh my God, they're everything. And with LLM, they're even more so. So
yes.
Get your reviews in order. That is all I can tell you, because that is how LLM is working. With Google paid, it didn't matter as much with SEO or Google, but for LLM, it's everything. So you need to kind of start to shift your strategies on where you spend your time. Reviews really matter.
So reviews have 2 sides to the coin. One side is actually doing a good job of products and service.
Yes.
And another is asking for reviews or getting credit for. Do you have any programs that you ran to make the reviews happen, or just are they all organic?
I would say I think we send out an email that says, would you like to review this product? But our digital business is much smaller than our catalog business. You can go on our website and review products if you choose. So we welcome that. It's pretty organic. We listen to most of our calls. We pay attention to the reviews. I do have a young woman, Danielle, who's excellent. And whenever we get a bad review, she calls them, she follows up, she works with them. I would say 99% of the time she turns the situation around. And I would say 50% of the time she gets them to change their review because they're now genuinely happy. Like, you can't afford to lose a customer. You can't, there's too few. You pay too much to get them and you work too hard. You've got to keep them because there's way too many choice out there, right? There's so much choice on where to shop that if you finally get a new customer, you have to do everything in your power to keep them.
Yes, agreed.
And if I join you're in trouble because you are wasting money to get them.
Yeah, I think that's how you find out. The value of the customers.
Yeah.
I think, so do I get on your mailing list if I join your mailing list on the website, am I automatically on the catalog, or do I have to do something different to get on the catalog list?
You can sign up for a catalog on the website, or you could sign up to get an email. And if you want email, you can get email. And if you want the catalog, you can order the catalog. We do have a digital catalog if you just want to click through. And once you buy something from us, then you're on our catalog mailing list for about 12 months.
Okay,
if you don't buy again. Like if you buy again, then you're on for another 12 months. But
right. So if I buy something on the website, it's shipped to me, that triggers on the catalog list.
In the box would also be a catalog, yes.
And then so that goes for a period. 3 months later, I buy something else that resets the clock, and then that's how you keep in touch.
Yes.
How did you decide 12 months was the magic number?
I think it's actually 14, if you want to know the truth. I think it's 14. That would be my old school data guy. That would be Pat.
Yeah.
That's his decision.
Wow. So if you were to go to a conference of direct response catalog companies, your competition, and you were giving a speech, what 3 pieces of advice would you give them? What's golden for them that they would that they should do?
Love your customer, know your data, and the economics that goes with it, and seek out the white space. Try and find to do things that other people don't do.
Yeah, I think that's an excellent summary. I would love to ask you more questions, but tell everyone where they can find your business online.
Oh, so we're Heartland America. So, heartlandamerica.com. We are in just outside of Minneapolis. And we actually feel really good about the product quality and value that we sell. And we welcome to have you come check us out.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time today. Your advice was very thoughtful and right spot on, in my opinion.
Oh, thank you. It was nice to meet you. All right. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.
I hope you enjoyed that and found some information in there that is actionable and helps you to grow your business. As you may or may not know, it's in marketing. We've been doing email marketing for companies for 18 years now. And we know a thing or two because we've learned a thing or two. But I want to make you an offer. The first thing we do when we take on a new e-commerce client is to build out their welcome series. It's not flashy, but it is consistently one of the largest revenue generators of all the flows that we install. And most brands don't have a good one. So if you feel like you might not have a good one, I want to give you a head start. Send me your site. Just send me an email to mitch@zinmarketing.com. And I'm about a custom welcome series flow for your brand. The flow, the angles, all the copy that you use. Basically enough material to basically make it live. Free money, if you will. Just done for you. No strings attached. I'll send everything back via email. Send an email to mitch@zinmarketing.com. Free welcome flow.